Alright, YouTube, Rigging the Election Part 4 is out. This one is, indeed, a hell of a lot more damaging than the previous videos. The last one, it's like Donald Duck stuff, yeah, Fox will cover it. The rest of the legacy media won't. Part 2 is pretty damaging, honestly, all things considered, but this one, I have to assume that it's going to make the rounds because it shows that Bob Creamer, on essentially behalf of the Hillary Clinton campaign, acting as an agent, claiming to be in daily connection with the Clinton campaign, accepting a $20,000 wire transfer from Project Veritas that they had to front to make their story seem more believable, and then was returned by Brad Woodhouse some days ago after sitting on it for a month over concerns that it could be an illegal foreign donation, which of course actually comes from Project Veritas. And apparently they've got like a picture of the wire transfer and everything. It doesn't get much more damaging than this without going directly to Hillary herself. That is, you'd need something with Clinton herself on video disgracing herself in order to go a step beyond what we're seeing here, because it shows a fairly high-level infiltration, number one. Number two, it shows that these operatives are in direct correspondence with the campaign, at least according to Creamer. That's number two. And then number three, the shady dealings go well beyond just organizing in a possibly illegal manner, provoking at rallies and so forth. They go right to the money. And follow the money has been noted as a slogan by more than just the Trump campaign. It was also said by the former head of the Clinton Foundation, apparently, Podesta, in an email regarding that, as well as Doug Brad, I believe it was, although I might be completely wrong there. And so if you follow the money, I think we see what exactly is happening. Now, Creamer also claims in this video that he has direct and constant ties to Obama. That's not a surprise, though. If we check the White House visitors log, we found that he requested a visit on literally several hundred occasions, got his visit on dozens of occasions. And this is a person who brags about having been involved with the ACA, with the Affordable Care Act that's blowing up in the Democratic Party's face right now, as well as the Iran deal. Two of the most infamous and least well-liked pieces of Obama legislation have Bob Creamer on them. I think this goes a hell of a lot deeper, and I think Veritas, I didn't expect them, actually, until earlier, when it was made clear that this was going to be released today. I didn't expect Part 4 to come out until probably like next week, and then I expected that the last round of material would be like the Clinton tape or whatever they happen to have associated with her. This goes up the food chain a level beyond. With each step that Project Veritas is releasing, it keeps going up the food chain, essentially. First, you've got these sort of low-level, like the Fovels and so forth. Then it goes up and it really exposes Creamer, and even more now, and Vargas and all these others. Now we've got Creamer talking about, yeah, I communicate daily with the Clinton campaign. I'm on call like 10:30 a.m. with them. I talk to Obama constantly. Yeah, I'm involved with the ACA. I'm involved with the Iran deal. How much more of an insider can you possibly get who's directly himself okaying a $20,000 wire transfer that was claimed to be coming from somebody posing as though he was British and routing it through a bank in Belize? That's what this video shows. Can you say illegal? A foreign campaign contribution? And then he returns it after learning that Veritas has infiltrated the campaign. All of a sudden it gets returned. That doesn't strike any soft Clinton supporters that might be lingering on this channel as a little bit odd, that they would wait until then. Oh, shit, they've got hidden footage. Better return that 20 grand because maybe it was a setup. Well, yeah, it was. That's the point. Apparently, it was relatively easy to infiltrate these people as long as you rubbed your hands together around some Benjamins or something like that. It's all very, very funny that this is happening, and that they've got evidence of the wire transfer, returning the money and so forth, setting up a front with a person who didn't even exist, who's like, oh yeah, British millionaire, he's got like connections to a bank in Belize, he's going to fund your campaign, don't worry about it, everything's all good, and we'll give you like 400 grand later, here's 20 grand for right now. I have a feeling that Veritas has the damaging material that they've claimed that they're going to release on Clinton. I can't imagine if they got up that high through the food chain and they were actually giving money to the campaign and so forth. I have to assume they managed to penetrate beyond just the upper outer ranks of the democratic apparatus. That is, the upper levels of sort of the PACs and the operatives and consultant firms. I have to assume they went a lot further than that, and I believe O'Keefe alluded to actually getting people into the White House on several occasions. Not a surprise. I mean, Obama, apparently, no more than Clinton, is capable of understanding when email correspondence might be confidential, so maybe he met with Project Veritas individuals on an occasion or two. It's entirely possible they managed to do that. So yeah, we've got some significantly damaging material here. I'd be surprised if this doesn't make at least a short round on even the legacy media because of what it implicates. It implicates, essentially, the Clinton campaign knowingly directly taking foreign contributions, which is a huge no-no. That goes well beyond just sort of the WikiLeaks material we've seen where, oh yeah, the Clinton Foundation gets money, Tony Podesta bundles money that might sometimes be foreign into a slush fund and then give some of it to the campaign. No, this is a direct contribution to an operative who in turn is using it directly on the behalf of Hillary's campaign. It's illegal. If that's actually the case, and it appears to have been. Even though technically that wasn't a foreign donation because the bank in Belize and so forth were a setup. The individual was not actually British, it was Project Veritas funding them. But the implication is, oh yeah, they've taken all sorts of foreign money, they don't even care where the money comes from, as long as it's not directly traceable. Unless they got infiltrated, which thankfully they did. So the wheels of the Clinton campaign bus just came a little bit more loose, and I expect Project Veritas to put a landmine, honestly, in their path in the next couple of weeks. I would be surprised if WikiLeaks hasn't also. I was out for about an hour, so I mean, in that meantime, maybe WikiLeaks has dropped something major and I just haven't seen it yet, so I'll check up on that, and of course, there'll be analysis coming if that's the case. But link in the description to Part 4. It's pretty bad. It's pretty damaging. And I fully expect him to release unedited footage as well, by the way. That's about all. Peace out.